Hey, how you doing? Okay, so we are on now chapter 8, deployment part E, where we're going to deploy after building our app and send it this time to the Amazon or Kindle store for us to be able to download and use. Now, to me, this is the easiest of all of the stores. It's just that I do it second because if I can conquer the Google Play Store, then pretty much my Android file flies through and goes through to the Amazon platform with pretty much no other troubles. So we're going to jump straight on into it, and if you haven't been here before, please remember to click that button and like my channel. I'm a small YouTuber and I'd love to be big one day. Anyway, let's go straight into my left hand side. So we are here right now with the Star Explorer game. A few moments before this I'd finished filming the video for Google Play, so we are pretty much going to pick up straight where we left off there. And to summarise, we are on chapter 8, deployment. So we've done all of these sections. We're down here on the building and publishing. We've just done Android to the Google Play Store, and now we're going to deal with the Kindle Fire. And just in the same way that they had a specific page, we can open that up here and navigate to it. And now we're signing and building for the Kindle Fire process. Okay, now in the same way that we touched on it before, because it's still an Android, and I did cover this in more detail, so please go and look at some of the other sections on the Google Play video that precedes this. You will need the Java development kit. I'm not going to go into it again, I've already covered it once on the previous video. You need it to be installed on your computer because it's used as a third-party piece of software that's used by Solar2D to compile and build your APK file, and it basically helps the signing process. So it needs to be JDK 15. Again, all of that's covered before. And moving on down into here as well, the package name that we also touched on is also the same as in the Google Play video that I've done previous to this. So we're going to jump straight down here now, and we're going to go through the build process. Now, the reason I do this second is, again, because we need to sign our release, but we've already done that for the Google Play Store, so now I can use that file a second time over pretty much. So let's just crack straight on into it. So this will be a shorter video than the others because I've already covered a lot of the detail, and save repeating myself, we are going to go straight on into the process. So this is where I left things when I was doing the Google Play Store a minute ago, but as it's a different store, we're going to start with the version 1 codes. Before this, package name, I've gone into detail, stays the same. This is the project path where all the file lives, stays the same, but this time obviously the destination is the Amazon store, okay, but we can still use the key store that we built already for Google. So I don't need to re-go through that whole process of signing the app and getting it all like my data and infused with it. It's already done and dusted, which is why I do this process second, because it's the quickest way to do it. I do, however, I don't want to go in there just yet. I want to go into my Dropbox. Like I said to you before, when I do things, I like to deploy here. So I'm going to put a new, so it's my Starship Explorer, and this time it is Kindle. There we go. Or I could have said Amazon actually. Let me just put that as Amazon, rename, and Amazon. Okay, so now I know that this file is dedicated for the Amazon store. And click on OK. So the destination, the key store, as I said to you, is good. And there we go. We need to put the alias in. So hang on, I can't remember the password and talk at the same time. So this is the password that I used when I was creating that signing key store or key tool. Okay, so it's already identified it because I've already located it. So again, go and watch the previous video, and that's pretty much as complicated as it gets now for the Kindle store, because like 90% of the work we've literally already done. The only thing we literally had to change was the target app store being Amazon versus Google. So it's literally a rinse and repeat of the entire video I've already done for the key store building process for Google. Now this is going to take a second or two, so we'll be back in just a moment when it's finished. Okay, so it's literally just popped up and said it was done. So I'm going to click on done. That's great. And if we want to do a quick check, I can go over to my Dropbox. There's my Amazon folder, and they are the 2 files that we need. So that's all great. So I've already signed in to my Amazon developer account. Okay, and now that I'm here, I can click on Developer Console, App List. Okay, and then I can see where I'm up to, and therefore we can create a new app for Android. Okay, so app title is my Starship Explorer. Now they ask for it's like a stock keeping unit. So if you was like, I don't know, selling t-shirts, you might have an SKU number for your t-shirt brand and model of t-shirt, for example. We don't necessarily need to do this for the app. If you want to, you can. It's quite common in shopping carts terminology, because obviously that's where Amazon started off in life. So I suppose they live by it, but we don't need it, and it does say it's optional there. So I'm just going to skip on past it. Category, I'm going to choose games. Subcategory, arcade. And then category refinements, it's game features are casual. I wouldn't say it's any of the others really. I don't suppose we'd even have to tick casual, but there we go. Customer support, use my support information. I am going to overwrite this with my businesses, because I think it picked up my personal account. So oh, I can't type. There we go. And I don't like providing a telephone number because of being bombarded, but I can provide my website. Okay, save. Doesn't like my phone number. Remove. Save. There we go. Right, so again, a bit like on the Google Play Store, it provides us a process so we know exactly where we are at any time during this entire challenge. Now, first of all, upload the APK file itself. So we need to go down to Dropbox, Amazon APK file this time. That's going to take a few seconds. Whilst that's doing that, we can just double check over a few of the things that we've done. We've already selected this on the previous screen. It's an English app. Customer support, don't want any of the details. So you can see it's repeating a lot of this from before. There you go. It was just uploaded. Again, it's saying your file uses an outdated version of SDK. That does not include DRM integration. So we need to select DRM integration above if you want to add it. And we're going to say yes to keep things happy. Okay, right, moving on down. I don't think there's anything else on this particular page here that we haven't already covered. So I'm going to just click on the next button. Okay, so where does the app go to? We can change the supported devices. So we can have a look down here. So Fire tablets and phones, I'm going to leave them selected. I'm not going to do Amazon Fire TV, not necessarily Windows, and Amazon devices. I can't even speak. I don't know what half of this is, I have to be honest. Obviously these are going to be Android phones. I'm an iPhone user, so it's a bit out of my world. I'm going to probably just leave that be. These looks like tablets. So I'm going to leave that as, oh my god, there's millions of them. I'm going to leave that as is. I definitely don't want it on the tab or on there. And the non-Amazon devices, I'm going to click on save. Right, oh, okay, hang on, it's thinking. Sorry, I was a bit too quick for it there. Availability across all countries and regions that sell Amazon apps, so that's no problem. I'm going to just target over 18 again, purely because of ease for this demonstration of the tutorial. The more restrictive in age you are, the more hoops you jump through. So that's something you can explore in your own time. Content rating, I need to, obviously it's saying 13 fields are incomplete, so I need to view and answer the questionnaire. There is no violence. There's no cartoon violence. There's no drugs, nudity, sex, intolerance of, I suppose, culture and creed and religion, profanity, there's nothing academic about it. Right, additional, we don't collect personal information, there's no advertising, there's no gambling, no location services, and there's no content like them taking photos or user generated content at all on here as well. So there we go. So I've now ticked all of these. There's no save button, so I'm just going to cross out of it, but it does there show then that it's complete. Privacy policy, I'm just going to use my website. Let me just cheat. Copy and then paste. So that's that job done. And again, there's a next button this time. Okay, so pricing, it's a free app. Now this always bugs me a little bit, so I'm going to see if I can add English UK, I suppose English India as well. There's nothing Spanish or English Australia. Obviously US is default because of where Amazon resides, so that's fine. Right, title, description, long description, featured bullets, and keywords. So I'm just going to go and grab what I've made for the Google store and hope that they are going to work. Let's have a look what it says, short description. Okay, so I've just paused the video while I filled in some of these fields. So I've got the file name. I'm just going to drop it out to be Starship Explorer. A short description, which is up to 1,200 characters. We have up to 4,000 characters as a description, and I can list a whole bunch of different features, one different feature per line, and it says up to 10, so that's cool. I can also list some keywords that people might use to search for the app on as well. So continuing on down the page, we've got the localization, and then we've got the assets. Now the 512 by 512 icon we already have from the Google Play Store. I had to make 114 by 114. And the promotional image, again, you can use that from the asset that you created for the Google Play Store because it's exactly the same size there as well. The only thing that I had to tweak is the portrait screenshots. I just basically went with the option that was 1024 by 600 wide, so that's why you've got a bit more of a white space around them, purely so I could get the entire phone shown clearly on the screenshot. I don't have a promotional video, so that's that job done. So I'm going to click on next. Missing information for one or more part languages. What have we missed out on? Oh, it's now working. UK. 1 second. This is a copy and paste job, so I'm gonna edit. Okay. Oh, maybe we have to edit it in here. Maybe that's where it was. So add or remove. Okay, so Australia, paste, UK, paste, and India, paste, and then go back to the US and copy, and then we can go to the Australia, paste, UK, paste, and India, paste. I was getting ahead of myself. Then going back to the US, which was the first one. All copy. We're going to go to Australia. We're going to go into the UK. We're going to go into India. And we can do this with the keywords as well. So US, keywords, all copy. And we're going to go to Australia. My scroll button on my mouse is a little bit strong. Sorry about all the ups and downs. And then last one was India. Okay, so that's fine. So in localization, so again, we got to add the localizations. So I'm going to do English, Australia, and UK again. And that means we're going to have to upload the images, I believe, 3 or 4 times over. So seeing that this is all done, so we're going to go US, so we go to Australia, complete, UK. Oh, it's saying complete. Oh, there's a little bonus for us. There we go. All right, job done. Now I click on next. Okay. Right, so we are needing to review and submit. So let's just double check everything. Okay, when do you want this to start? So it says optional, and in here it says if you leave the field blank, to start the publication process as soon as your app has been approved. So basically, the moment they say yay, it's fine, just they'll put it live. So that's all good. I don't need to give them any testing instructions because it's the most simplest of apps. So I'm just going to click on the importance of export compliance there. So everything is ticked, and I'm going to submit the app. Now we'll wait for a few seconds. Okay, app status submitted. So at least they're a little bit more clearer than the Google Play Store, which can feel like you're getting lost in the process at times. If we go back to my apps right now, we should see it listed. There you go, and we can see that its status is submitted. So that is pretty much it for this video. As I said, the Amazon and Kindle store are like a lot easier to get your head round. So the next video I'll do, number 3 in these different, is the Apple store, and that will be done off of my MacBook Pro. So a little bit of a combination of what you're normally used to, but that's pretty much it. So now again, we wait 2 or 3 days for Amazon to do their thing and tell us whether we are accepted or not to their store. Job done. Make sure you hit that button. Thanks very much for watching. See you on the next one.